So today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your alternator in your Toyota Camry. This one's a 99 and it's a 4-cylinder.
Hey guys, I'm Jordan and you're watching Fixbook. After watching this video, your car problems stand about as much a chance as this laptop does against my hot leg. Now, make sure you stay tuned so you can see what happened to the laptop at the end of this video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below.
Okay guys, and here's the tools I used in today's project. I got a hammer, a ratchet, and a 10, 12, and 14mm socket. So with all that said, let's go ahead and begin today's project. Okay guys, now the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to come over here and disconnect our negative battery terminal cable. And we're going to want to do that in order to ensure that we do a safe job when we're removing our alternator. So it's going to be a 10mm socket. You'll pull it into that nut, and we'll just take this off and set them off to the side there. So now our battery's disconnected. The next thing we need to do is locate our alternator, and that's this guy right here. So we're going to take a look over here and see what we're going to do to go about removing this guy. Okay guys, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this little plastic cover, and you're going to do that by just kind of squeezing and pulling them out of your way there. And we have another 10mm nut there we need to loosen up, and that's wire number 1 and wire number 2. We've got this gray cover thing here that you need to pull off. So now we're just going to go ahead and loosen this guy off here and remove this nut, and we got to get both these wires off. So there's wire number 1 gone, and the next wire is just a pinch and squeeze. So just kind of, I'm going to push in and wiggle and then hopefully pull out. And here I just need to use 2 hands. If you can't get it with 2 hands, you'll want to use a pair of pliers. There we go, he's on there pretty good. So it may be helpful to use a pair of pliers, but now we've got both our wires off. Also, this guy right here, we're going to have to take him off. So you do that by just pulling up on this guy right here and pulling off out of your way. Now our alternator is no longer hooked up electrically, so we just got to remove some bolts and pull them off. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen up these 2 mounting bolts. We got a 12mm one right here, so I'm going to get on there and go ahead and break him loose. And then we've got a 14mm fastener over here, so I'm just going to grab my 14mm socket and get on there and break him loose. Now, once you've broken your 2 fasteners loose, we're going to spin this fastener right here. We're going to lefty loosen them so we can take some tension off this belt and we can get our belt out of the way so we can remove our alternator. And there we go. We can see our alternator move down, and we're loosening up our belt. We just need to go a little bit further, and then we'll be able to take this guy off. There we go. We can see once you rock him down there, you'll be able to go ahead and just slip that off, and we'll just set him off to the side there. So hopefully we'll just be able to pull this guy out now, and it'll be easier for us to just slip that belt onto the new alternator. Okay guys, so now I'm just going to finish removing this fastener, and then we'll get to this other one, and we should be able to just pull this guy right off. There we go, and that was your 12mm fastener. Now I'll set up the camera so where you can see me remove the other one. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to get my tool and socket here on the end of this nut, and we're going to remove him. And there we go, and now, in theory here, we should just be able to pull this guy right out. Now, he may want to stick in there, so what we may do is grab a big flat screwdriver and pry. I'm going to try rocking him back and forth a little bit and save myself from grabbing the tool. And there you go. Now, we have our alternator removed. Okay guys, so now I've got my alternator. This is the same alternator, but it's been rebuilt. We can see here by that. And then basically what we're going to do is the installation is pretty much the reverse of the removal, but I'll go ahead and just show you. The most difficult thing is going to be kind of working this back into its place here. So you're just going to kind of get over here and just kind of push and work them down in there, just kind of the same way that you work them out. Okay guys, and I'm finding he's a little difficult to get in there, so what you want to do is kind of get him in that position and then just rock up and down and kind of push. And I'm also going to take a hammer and just kind of beat him down there a little bit. That'll help me get him in there. And there we go. now, I'll just keep on wiggling and getting it in there until I can stick my bolt all the way through. And that's going to be just about the most difficult part of the project. So we're going to reach down here and see if he doesn't fit, and we can kind of rock him. There you go, until you get that guy started. So as far as the rest goes, it's going to be the same as the removal procedure, just in the reverse order when you go to install it. So on these bolts, I will say just good and tight. Just remember, get this guy back in, he clips in there, and bolt your thing back on here, and this guy just snaps right back in, and that's pretty much it. So also, one more thing I almost forgot is your belt. You're going to put your belt over here, and the way this works is you righty-tighty this guy right here. Once you get your mounting bolt down here and below, and you're not going to tighten your mounting bolt for this guy all the way tight, because you want to be able to put tension on your belt with this guy right here, and you spin this guy righty-tighty, and that'll tighten up your belt. What it'll do is it'll bring up your alternator and tighten the belt once you get the belt around all the ribs of all the pulleys. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And you'll just want to be able to push your belt. Take note of when you took it off, see how far your belt deflected when you pushed in, and try and do about the same, or quarter inch or half inch deflection is a good kind of marker there as well. So again, that concludes today's project. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe so you can catch all my new videos, which publish Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will see you then.